Are we
All I'm
live?
seeing at the moment, mate, just so you know, is
Are
your
we?
drifty background.
Well, all we've just got, all being well, is you going drifty background, and that's the first words, if it's worked, that people would have heard.
That's to bring people in, draw people in, say more motorsport things.
I like it. I like it. Well, we'll soon find out when I
Yeah,
get the
as you
feedback
can
in a
see,
moment.
we've become 100% professional in the weeks it's been.
Yep, there we go. And it kicks in. That's lovely.
Nice song, yeah, like
Yeah,
that. We're in the
yeah.
right
So we
genre
are.
and
We're
the right
absolutely live.
generation there.
Yeah, I mean, right, let's act like pros now. Yeah, well, that was nice and easy. We were prepared for that and absolutely ahead of the game. So,
Yeah, we've been sat doing nothing, twiddling our thumbs. Yeah, it's
exactly. We
brilliant.
just thought we'd build the tension, didn't we?
Yeah.
Ah, well, excellent.
Still don't know how to put fuel in my car.
Yeah, so do you want to explain what you're doing then?
Yeah, basically, in the purely for entertainment purposes, I've decided that I might just try to drive, talk, eat my tea, spin a plate, put two kids to get to bed, all from my driver's seat, um, just for the sake of everyone else's entertainment. So at the moment, I'm trying to work out how to put fuel in it. Next, I'll probably try and work out how to start it because I am the epitome of iRacing novice.
Excellent. And that's that.
And that's that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you keep
So
asking me.
expect me to crash at the beginning,
You
and
keep
that'll be
asking
it.
me questions. How do I fuel my car? How do I do this? How do I do that? And what's my answer been to every single one?
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea.
Yeah.
I do not
So
know.
if my car doesn't move, it's either I didn't get it started or I didn't get any fuel in it. Oh, I'm at qualify. Wow,
Wow.
that's worrying.
Well,
These guys look
currently
like they know what they're doing as well, so that's
currently
worrying.
we've got no screen, which is frustrating because it's still on the We'll Be Live Soon
Oh, good,
screen.
right. I'll go
However,
in now then. No, it's all right. You leave it
however,
like that, and I'll go in and
however,
crash without anybody seeing.
brilliant. That's because we iRacing and modern technology is still loading, and where I thought, yeah, 5 minutes will be plenty, it'll be loaded in that time. Uh, we're at 71%, so we'll keep it going and hopefully cut in soon. Where are they at then at the moment? Are they in? You're going to have to do like a full audio on this, Wayne. Are they? Are we
Me?
still in? Well,
Yeah,
you
at the
can see it.
moment, there's three cars on track. Harry, Charles, and Ollie. I thought Kieran was on there as well, actually. Um, but I'm using that overlay that I had last time, so there's every chance it might be telling me fibs. But if I have a little play with my magic buttons on my steering wheel, I can come round to standings. So I can see there is at least seven other players in the standings at the minute: Harry, Noah, Charles, Ollie, Kieran, Alexandros, and James.
Okay. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that that's not everybody, because obviously there's Lewis to join, there's Jack, Stefan, Kyle.
Now,
Lewis has just put in a 158.
I was
I'm going to
just going to
go and
say,
show him what a 258 looks like.
so Lewis is on track then,
Yes.
right? Because
Yeah.
my point I was going to make is really, I thought you said Lewis has yet to join, and I was going to say, judging from his past two efforts, does he even need to do practice?
hmm
Does he even need to qualify? I think he could probably just start from the back and then just
It's potentially the
win.
case, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do at the moment, I think, is work out different ways to visually represent my screen. I'm going to put that one on again because I like that from last time.
Okay.
I say that as if it's going to work, though, because it didn't before. So let's give it a try. Is that it? There it is. You come with me, a little display. I'm going to have no space to see anything while I'm driving, but I'll have a really nice overlay across the top of my screen. There we go. Get rid of that one, I think, because it's basically telling me the same as the other one. So that can go over there. Just for everybody's safety, I haven't covered up the exit button. I think it's only fair that I have an easy, quick escape if needs be. There we go.
Hey,
Right.
we've got
A rolling,
screen. We've
scrolling.
got screen. My computer is having a meltdown at doing all the stuff it's doing right now, but we have screen. So
Okay.
everyone, you guys are brilliant. This is great. I'm watching the YouTube thinking, oh no, they can't see it, but I keep forgetting there's about a 25-second delay. So we have screen.
The filler is on the back of the PC. Excellent. That is where I'm going to go and put some fuel now. I'll just nip out to Shell. Thanks, Ben. That is much appreciated. That's the sort of help I need. Any more tips? They'd all be more than welcome. So does that mean now you're going to see me crash? Because I'm about to go out and be the slowest person on track.
Well,
but remember, this is education, so it's for everybody else. I'm purposefully being terrible.
Let's
Can I
see.
put that on record?
Lewis
Oh,
and
where
Jack.
am I? Actually, you can
Jack
tell me what
just
my
heading.
car looks like as well.
Lewis
Oh
and
yeah,
Jack
I might as well follow them out. I'm not gonna get in their way, am I?
Right. Do you know what? Right. Let's just have a scroll through on some of the cars and the liveries because they're quite nice. They sent them through to us beforehand.
Ed, what do I look like? Is my
don't
car
know.
marvelous?
I don't know. We ain't got there yet. I'm just. Who's that? Noah. Noah, you superstar.
Oh, has he got a NMA livery?
He has gone for a full
Yes.
NMA livery, but nicer.
I saw that earlier in the week. It's yeah, he's done a nice job, hasn't he?
Very nice
Looks
job.
good.
Very nice job.
Looks good.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you out on track now?
I am, yes, I am.
Lewis.
I'm going very slow because obviously
Now.
I have to warm my tyres up, or at least I think I'm supposed to warm my tyres up.
Now,
Go on.
Lewis, and his livery. He's running a black livery there.
Ah, black flag then, because he was supposed to stay with the livery that he'd shared, so we knew who he was.
Yep.
How am I going to know when I overtake him who I've overtaken?
Wayne, look at that livery.
That's nice, actually.
That's epic in every level. Union Jack
Yeah.
that Union Jack on the spoiler, on the wing. Let's get some aerotechnical here. Would you like to define wing and spoiler?
Would I?
Yeah.
A spoiler spoils the air. A wing typically tends to have two surfaces, top and a bottom.
Lovely.
I would say was a fair definition.
That is a brilliant analogy to say you're trying to navigate Suzuka at the same time.
Were you watching me trying to navigate at the same time?
We're watching you right now. You are the live.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Right.
Yeah.
Well, watch me not brake for this corner then.
Okay.
Live on YouTube. I changed my mind. Does my livery look nice?
It looks very nice. It looks very.
Yeah,
anyway, let's see if
nice
there's
choice.
any comments on Wayne's livery. Please.
Here, I'll just park it here for you to look at.
You really don't need to. We can see you fine. It's not like we're sat in the grandstand. You know, it's like the camera
I know,
follows
but I
you.
might have overshot slightly.
Ah, clever. I see what you did there.
It's only fair. I'm letting. I'm conscious there's another car about 4 seconds behind me, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Give you an indication of how I'm going. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's me.
There you go. Ashley Pike, yeah, look at the frame rate. Exactly. It was terrible.
So
terrible.
I've done the beginning of this track. Who's the yellow car that's about to either shunt me off the track or overtake me?
The yellow would be probably James
I'm going to go with
or Jack
let him
Finch.
let him overtake me.
Because they've both got.
I'm going to do.
What yellow car?
Well, I'm live, aren't I?
Is this the one that's overtaking you now?
Yeah.
That's not yellow, mate. That's black.
Interesting.
You haven't got trading paints on.
I must have trading paints on. Do you know why?
Why?
Because my car's got a livery on.
No, that's because you put it on.
Through trading paints.
Well.
I thought I'd
try
exactly.
I thought I'd try the leaderboard. I've got a leaderboard, but it's not working. Let's have a look at the times quickly. So Lewis Edwards coming in at the top with a 1:58. Harry Tiller with a 1:59. Virtually, it's like, yeah, that's 1 second split. 1:58.9 and a 1:59.9. Then Noah at a 2:05. Jack Finn at 2:01. Along with Charles Kieran, all at 2:01s. Ollie at 2:02s. Alexandros at 2:02s.
A lap, wouldn't I?
Say again.
I'd have to finish a lap first, then I can come on, can't I?
Ben says he can't see it, can just see tyres and a wing.
It's all for the better for me not looking silly, because if you can't see my car, you can't see when I get it wrong.
Oh, puntastic. Ashley Pike, winging it all the way.
100%.
I love it.
It is 100% wing.
I
But
love
I
it.
also notice I'm now getting in people's way. So,
You just noticed that now.
well, so what colour is that car now? Because I've got red in front of me and yellow on my other screen.
It's yellow
Looks
in
like
front
I'm
of
half
you.
trying there, doesn't it?
Yeah,
More conscious of the car behind me.
This is all
It's
the
a
bad.
shame.
This is all the bad.
Well, that's why I'm in the practice, isn't it? And not in the real thing. I think this might be the only time you see me this season.
Yeah, I think that'd be best.
Although,
Wow.
I'm following this guy all right. I'm on the same piece of asphalt as him. He's just a little bit faster, that's all.
Look, all
But
you gotta do, if you're in doubt,
he,
point at the corner, right? Yell out for
yeah.
democracy, and then just pin it.
As you said that, I pinned it, Ed,
Excellent.
just for you.
anyone familiar with Helldivers will get that reference.
Ed, I can still see the car that was in front of me, which is surprising.
We can't. I'm
I
gonna
can't
I'm gonna
anymore,
shift. I'm gonna do some shifting between cars. I think because currently we're just, let's have a look. Let's go to some see what else we got. I think
My
we'll,
biggest regret here is I didn't actually have a go of this track before tonight, so I don't know the track.
now.
And this is the second night I've been on iRacing.
My
so-
little claim to it here is I've walked Suzuka.
Oh, I haven't done that either.
With my other half, and it was in January, and it was very, very cold. But the cool thing was, they were testing the brand new NSX. This was in 2011, and they had them in their liveries. And when we got back a few weeks later, Top Gear had the new NSXs on review in the racing ones in bare carbon fibre, and said they haven't got their liveries yet. So it was kind of cool. We were like, yes, they haven't. We've got photos.
Ah, yes. Early preview.
Yeah.
That's
I risk
nice,
of
then.
embarrassing myself. What is livery? The paint job, the skin. It's the graphics, the decals on the car is the liveries. So depending what sponsorship or what team it is, will obviously have different ones. All the guys here racing tonight have actually designed their own.
Not all of us.
Oh, mostly. Sorry, yeah, that actually looks like a stock one, but like that one there,
100%.
that's actually a self-designed one based on a Evora with the black and the gold, which looks fantastic, as I say. And yeah, hence before we were saying about Lewis having changed his livery at the last minute, because we asked for a copy of the liveries so we can recognise cars on track, because after the
Make our
first
jobs
one,
a little bit easier.
yeah, after the first event, we realised that we were just going, yeah, the blue car, the white car. So yeah, we asked for a copy of all liveries so we know who's who. So when somebody changes their livery, we're tempted to black flag them. Give them a penalty.
Compulsory black flagging,
Compulsory
I think,
black
now.
flagging. Yeah.
For one lap at least.
Who's racing in a Porsche? Let's have a look who's in the Porsche. Noah. It looks like Noah is in a Porsche. Kieran, our director of Motorsport, he's running a Porsche as well.
Has he decided he's taking points yet? I think he should take points.
Well, there's been some debate on this, hasn't there, as to whether he should take points or not, because I kind of feel
I think he should.
He should. But
then he'd have skin in the game, so it's a different scenario then, isn't it? It all of a sudden becomes a stressful situation.
there
We go. Who was that? Oh, I was letting Noah through. You're welcome, Noah. You'll hear it on the stream later. I didn't ruin your lap
Yeah.
too much.
Oh dear.
The main thing I'm happy about is I've still been on the track for a while. All this time we've been talking. If this
You've
was the
done very
MX5
well.
championship, I'd have definitely been in the wall already.
Yeah.
That's
So,
always an overcook. In fact, I just had a
Martini.
flashback to. Go on.
Go on.
I had a flashback to the last time I did drive this car about this track about 4 years ago when the M4 came out. I only bought it because I had mine, and it was terrible to handle. But I remember watching some YouTube videos to learn the lines of the track, and clearly I've forgotten them all.
Now, which was terrible? When you say it was terrible to drive, do you mean that the BMW in this was terrible, or the actual one?
I
Because
thought we were going to save controversy for later in the
no, I'm
for later
diving
in the
in.
show, Ed. But let's dive straight
No,
in.
I'm diving in. I'm diving in.
Okay.
BMW
So-
M4, go.
So the answer is both, and for different reasons. So I believe over the years, obviously, iRacing has improved its tyre model, but I don't think it was particularly bad at the time because, say, it was sort of dependent on your car, like in the real world, as to how they handled. But I've always had this thing, and this goes back to Gran Turismo, Forza, or any game that you play, is when you've got the real car sat outside, it does not drive the same as the one on the game or the sim or whatever you want to call it. Now that was
don't call it a game. You'll upset people. It's
how
like
dare
calling.
I? Yeah,
It's like people who work on a ship and you call it a boat,
yes,
or a
very
chef
true.
when
Well,
you
I
call
did
them
do
a
sailing.
cook.
I know all about that. I know all about that. Oh, somebody's come to play in the grass with me. I don't
Yeah.
know who that is.
Did they, or did you sort of send them off there?
I dodged. No, I dodged. Watch the replay. Promise.
I've got to say,
Wasn't me.
I see another National Motorsport Academy livery going on there on the front. I did not spot that before. And I can't. I'm just trying to find who that was. So yeah, sorry. Carry on. You were saying.
So my gripe with the car in iRacing was that it handled what I would say, being mega not expert in sim racing, not as good as my road car did. And so because of that, I thought, well, that's a bit of a letdown because I bought that car specifically to run in that series because you can run a few different cars. I chose that one because I had one outside and I thought it'd be quite cool to drive a car the same as my real car. But it all actually lined up in the end because I kind of came round to the feeling that the M4 really wasn't what I wanted it to be as an M car either. In the fact that I think it did what most cars have done over the past 10, 15 years, which is come away from raw and move towards refined computers on wheels is a little bit. That's probably the easiest way to define it, isn't it?
Oh, and this is the problem with you not watching.
What?
Drift points.
No, I saw it. I saw it.
Did you see
I'm
that?
all over it. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
That was epic.
I was going to say it wasn't me.
Yeah, I know. That was brilliant. I was well impressed. Sorry to cut you off there, but that
No,
was
you're all right.
that
We're
was
the filler, aren't we?
That was
That
special.
was the idea.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
nice, actually. That was a little bit of wall riding as well.
it was
I like
really
the
well held.
rollerblading reference.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
if you're wall riding, you can have 10 rollerblade points as well to be
100%.
redeemed at your local skate park.
100%. So anyway, yeah, go on. You were
Yeah,
saying,
so the
sorry,
filler
yeah.
continues. The filler continues. Yeah, so basically, the M4 was the first M car I'd had, and I just think for what it was a nice car. It was definitely a nice car, luxury car, but that's the category I would put it in. And when I bought it, I'd come from the Nismo 370, which was quite a raw car, right? Not as fast, but quite a raw car, generally speaking.
Yeah,
And the M4 I just think got too refined and too nice. It didn't feel like what I would expect an M car to feel like. But obviously years have gone by of the E30s and the 36s and the 46s, and I wasn't lucky enough to be in a position to buy any of those. But yeah, the M4 just I think felt a little bit too electronic and a bit clinical when it wanted to be a performance car. And I'd have liked something a bit more raw and grab you by the seat of your pants, I think. So that led me to where I now live and reside.
yeah. Which is, for those that don't know,
America.
America.
Mustang GT.
Now
But
I was gonna say because there's a couple of points to pick up on that. Firstly, I have driven back to back a 2014 M3 and a 2007 M3. That was the V8 manual, and then the later straight six paddle nonsense. And the difference was really, I mean, I'm the same as you. I like a car that you can drive, that you can feel what's going on, and it's something enjoyable. I think, we've both had the conversation many times that it outweighs power, it outweighs, handling, it outweighs braking, any of that. It's all outweighed by, does it put a smile on your face, and do you want to just get in it and drive it?
100%, 100%.
And
it's the seat of your pants is what you're driving with.
Definitely.
Your emotions.
And
it's an emotional event.
The older BM was definitely had that. It felt a bit more raw. It felt a bit more, just, it felt like you were in control of the car. And I know when you had your M4, it was one of the things you said. You threw it into a corner and you kind of knew it was going to come out the other side. You want to know that if you go wrong, it's going to tell you you've gone wrong by putting you backwards into a tree. We don't want to be in that position.
No.
But you want to know that you've got to control it.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see from the evidence I'm displaying here tonight, I am an amazing driver. Case in point, now I'm just parking in the gravel while I talk. But
can you find the drive-through? I could fancy a spicy burger, actually.
It's a milkshake with an espresso, isn't it? I thought that was your bag.
That's my bag, mate. You know that. Yeah.
So my main gripe with the M4, my main gripe is, I came from a JDM background, Silvias, Zeds, and S2000s, things like that. I've dabbled with German, R32 Golf, the M4, came up with E30 as my primary cars when I was a teenager and in my early 20s. So I love that generation. And I think that's what spoiled it for me, a combination of old school German BMW built to quality and feel and emotion, Japanese lightweight performance and chassis dynamics and how raw they feel.
Yeah.
The M4 wasn't a merge of the two. Now, when I started looking at cars that I could get that were 4 seats, because I've got 2 kids and a fiance. Hi Anna. She'll love that on YouTube. Hi Harry and Ollie as well. I suppose it's only fair.
That.
All I read about the Mustang was, I've come from a 350Z. It's like a 350Z, and as you know, one of my all-time favourite cars. I had it for 10 years. 53 350Z manual GT. Cracking car. More so even than the 370 Nismo, I think, mainly because of how raw it was in comparison. I think it was the better car for if you wanted something to drive. And so far, I have to say, the Mustang, you feel the weight, and you can feel there's a big engine up front. But generally, I can see where they're coming from. It does have that feel of, there's character there. And I think a little bit of dialing in, and there's every chance I might have a car that I enjoy just as much as the 350.
Yeah.
But I can take the kids with me everywhere as well, which is what it's all about for me. So
yeah. Now we were chatting the other day, and I mentioned to you, and actually somebody in the chat right now has this exact car, the VXR8, the Holden Monaro, or Pontiac GTO, all 3 of them, whichever one you want to run with. And I think
am I being
really
chased,
like
Ed? Have I got a car near me?
You're being hunted. You're being fully hunted by James.
Yeah, well, that's
James
not
Billington.
good. Do you mean chased or driven
totally
into?
Passed.
Oh, my safety rating.
James
Sorry, James, that was my fault. I've got wheel damage and everything. Now you get to see a tour of the pits.
You are 9 seconds behind the pace of the slowest car. Just to put it in context, you're doing really good. Really good. They've been practicing.
First night, remember?
That's good.
They knew this was going to happen, didn't they?
James Billington, he's got.
I think he's parked, so he's going to come and punch me.
We're going to see one of those classic coming togethers in the pits, aren't we, of drivers? They're brilliant.
Yeah.
I love them.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to stop. At least you'll get all my screen recording, which, hey, it's a testament to my laptop that it seems capable of doing all of this.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. All the damage is repairable. Well, that's good to know. Just going to put some fuel in because I don't know how much I had. No, that'll be fine. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
No fuel needed.
Now you've just had a reply. I said about someone in the chat group having one, and sure enough, he's just popped in and said, "Try Holden." Then exactly
You
that.
bring me your Holden. I will have a go of it.
Well, all being well, chances are we will all catch up at tracks, and I think it would be a really interesting comparison for you guys to see what, because they're so similar. Having driven both of them, they're so similar but also so different. You know, they're both V8. They're both American. One's 3-door, one's 5-door, 4-door.
I would be the first to put my hand up and say that mine won't be the better sounding one. I'm quite happy to admit that. I do think that the Chevy stuff does sound better than the Mustangs without manipulation of the exhaust system. The Chevys have a really raw, aggressive sound, and the Mustangs do sound a bit muted. Not bad for a out the factory car, and my neighbours would be much happier if I left mine as it was. But the Ford Mustang performance exhaust comes out the sides in America.
Yeah.
So,
well, I definitely still say that. I mean,
I turn all my gadgets off just to address the chat there. I don't have any of the driver aids on. It all comes off. That's a compulsory part of owning the car. If you can't turn it all off, I don't buy it.
I could actually say that the Monaro has a button which says traction control. We've decided in days gone by that actually that's just a push to connect button and it just lights a little light up. That's the extent of what it does. It's just to satisfy people, because actually it doesn't do a lot.
No,
and it will still
but that's
break.
good if you've got a traction system that does minimal. Then you can trust it to not get involved too much.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, that was the M4's problem. Was you could turn everything off, and in Mexico where you're allowed to do whatever you want, you would still feel the diff doing the work instead of the driver, and I really didn't like that.
Yeah,
didn't like that at all. I'm in the pits for the next 20 hours, I think, having my car repaired. So was it James that unfortunately found the rock in the road that I am? As if it was.
It was.
Sorry, James.
It was. Yeah.
What position's he in? Is he doing good or bad, or how much of a ruined his night?
He's in. Right. I haven't got a number.
I can see on the side actually. He's here
down there. Yeah. So he's sort of. I don't know how many we've got in tonight. Actually, I didn't really count them up.
208. Right. They're in my range. 208s. What have I done? 216s. That's good. I'm in the same minute for a start.
I'm in the same minute.
It's a big track.
I love it. That's great. That's brilliant.
Ed, you're in there with no time, so you can shut up. Until you get on and throw in a lap after never going on the track before, wind it in.
Wind your plus 2 minutes 16 in because you're not even here. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah. You didn't even go over the start line yet.
Yeah.
I've still got another 3.5 minutes of repair. I didn't even think it was that big a bump. Dramatic.
I'm behaving like I would in the real world. My car is still in the garage in pieces being built because I've decided that the engine isn't right, so I'm going to put an engine from something completely different in. Because that's how I roll.
Fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Can I just sense check my 3-screen setup of laptop, TV, and tablet here? I've got live stream to my left. Hello, everybody on the live stream. I've got to my right our Teams meeting, I think, Ed, which is you sharing the screen with the driver info on. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is it time?
It's time. It's time, mate, right, okay.
Scary serious.
We're into the actual race time now, so...
is this actually race time?
This is actually race time.
Am I last?
Lewis,
last?
You're last, yeah. Are you gonna come in and join me now, then? Are you going to come and join me in the chat and...
Well, I might just set off and then stop.
You're not going to.
What was the point in all of that intense practice?
You're not going to, are you? I know what you like. You're just going to keep going, I'll stop in a minute. Oh, I'll stop in a minute. Oh, I'll stop
Yeah,
in a
well,
minute.
yeah. Listen,
Anthony.
the more time I'm on the track, the more entertainment there's going to be, I think.
Anthony's joined us. Hey, Anthony, good to see you along.
Put
We've
it
got
out to the chat. Should I
Holt.
get? Should I get in there? Should I get in there and mix it up at the back or not? Do it.
Well, let's see what the racing's like, because yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
yeah.
I was able
Do you
to
know?
drive and talk. I only drove on
Do you
the
know what
gravel
I would say?
once.
You know, if you think the BMW,
I'm in.
I knew you were gonna. If you
Go on.
thought the BMW M4 was dull, I'll tell you
Yeah.
one that is very, very dull, in my
Dull's
opinion.
probably an unfair word considering we're talking to the world. Let's quantify that as not as exciting to me personally as my Mustang.
Well, I did add in my opinion, so you know,
Oh yeah,
for
well,
safety.
like in Talladega, yeah. With all due respect,
With
and
all
remember,
due
I did say with all due respect.
With all due respect, the BMW i8.
i8. I like them.
Have you? Yeah, but have you driven one?
No, don't ruin it for me.
Disappointing. No, I'm gonna try and
no.
I'm gonna try and What was the other car I said you shouldn't drive? GTR R35 GTR. Another.
Oh yeah, you did, yeah.
Phenomenal car, brilliant, but very much like the M4, just very
Computer.
Computer, yeah, yeah. It just does things. Now, a friend of ours who works in a body shop, a guy brought one in and said, "Oh, it needs some fuel," and said, "Are you all right to go and fuel it?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." Now, he used to have an R32 GTS,
Oh,
and
right, go on, I'm listening.
yeah,
Didn't know we were doing a rolling start. That's all. No
oh,
pressure.
okay, off we go. We're going rolling start, and I'll finish up quickly. Then he
See, we'd have missed that, Ed. We would have last week. We'd have missed that because we'd have still been engrossed in our story. So I'm already helping us out.
Okay then. All right, I'll let you have that one. So he
We've
drove.
stopped.
The guy said to him, "Go and put some fuel in it." He said, "Take it for a drive as well if you want. Feel free. You know, give it a bit of beans. See what you reckon." Of course, you know, our mate Vaz, fully excited about this. Brilliant, get to drive one. Went to the petrol station, filled it up, and then went back to the garage. And that was before I'd driven one. He said, "I couldn't even be bothered."
Well, that's the thing. I remember I was telling Anna, actually, if you want to go back in time a lot, well, I'll save that story because now things might get interesting.
All right, yeah. Let's just see what happens on the off because we're actually we're in race mode now, so we'll watch them for a minute.
Yeah, I'm just staying at the back. Everybody, don't worry about what I'm doing. I still have to warm my tyres up, right? Is that?
Probably.
I thought it would be entertaining from my side because you might see some carnage. The thing is, I think I'm going to be the part of it, so it might be nausea rather than carnage.
The part of it, or the part of it, or the cause of it? Which do you reckon?
Everything that has me in it. Oh no, someone else went off first. It wasn't me. Who's in front of me?
Where did we have Jack Finn gone off?
Not a lot, just enough that it's worth me flexing about it because I didn't.
Well, I've got to say, I'm a bit disappointed at iRacing because I've got it set to most exciting, and it thought three cars going round was more exciting than watching Jack Finn go off.
Oh, well, I thought it'd just have me on all the time, to be fair, with my racing lines, but there we go.
Yeah, it's fake. Oh,
yeah.
Anthony Casson, we need a Wayne cam. He said we need... All right, I can make that happen.
Can you?
I can make that happen. Here's a Wayne
cam.
What,
like me on my webcam, or just me making a hash up of it?
Oh, right, I don't know. Do you mean like a literal Wayne sat there, or a Wayne in his car? I'm just not sure now.
At home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep that for my own YouTube stream.
How are you?
Yeah, that's a difficult corner.
How have you got people behind you?
Oh, mate, I've no idea. Oh, maybe they didn't qualify. Look, I'm going for it with him. Look at the action, Ed.
We're watching it. We're watching. Go on,
I yielded. No, I yielded.
Chicken.
Let him go.
Chicken.
I just want to know what the breaking point is for that. Well, miles after me, clearly.
Yeah.
There we go. Right. So I've learned something there. Watch my lap times now go from 3 minutes 25 to
half an
back
hour.
Into the twos. Yeah. There's a car behind me still, Ed.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
We're watching it. Look at it. He's behind you. We're actually watching you. You're the entertainment right now. Yeah.
Right. Like and subscribe. I'll say it while I can.
It's fake. Vecky Tubb has put it's fake. I'm not actually sure what's fake.
I'm letting him go. That's me. Lefty righty, lefty righty. It's all happening right now. I need to
Now-
not do that and concentrate on the track, though, it would appear.
You
I
know-
can see dust in the air like somebody's been off. They've not, though, have they really?
That's
I'm still at the back.
probably your eyes. Have you
Slow car
been
ahead.
tested recently?
No, slow. Somebody spun. Somebody spun.
Right, well, we need to go back. Oh,
Ed, I'm not last. Oh, 2 cars. So there has been some activity here. Now, you see, I'm not even full throttle. Ed, people are holding me up. I'm going to be at the front by the end of this race. You watch.
Let's see what
When
happened
Lewis
there.
overtakes me and I'm at the front, that wasn't a lie, was it? Something happened.
Right, it looks like it just comes round,
Overcooks. I have to
overcooks
say,
it.
I
Yeah,
know Kieran said jumping straight into a GT3 car would be a mistake, but actually, and I'm probably about to eat my words on this car actually handles really nice. I still don't know how much fuel I've got or where my fuel is, but the car itself drives really nice. I'm hoping my crew chief guy will tell me, do you want to pop in and get some fuel, my friend, at some point?
yeah.
But the car, actually, because of going back, I think the last time I had a go at this, I drove the M8 GTE, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Hi, Megan.
and
Yeah,
then
Wayne
and
is
most
racing.
most of it was MX5s and the low stuff, which, by the way, the Formula V cars are really cool. I like those.
Right.
I hadn't driven anything like this, and the MX5s are quite a slippy car. This feels quite good. This feels like I would expect a car to feel, so I'm quite happy at the moment. Slow, but happy. So I can live with that. Oh, I forgot. I don't have
Can
to
I-
slow down there as much, do I?
Can I do you know what? I'm going to go back and audio grab that. That's going to be your new ringtone. I'm slow,
What was
but
it?
I'm happy.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, don't always have to be first. It all comes round and it's just one big lap. The whole thing, your whole life, everybody. It's just one big lap.
And Anthony's put nice choice in car, Wayne, and yeah, I've got to agree. What do you reckon to the livery, Anthony? And
I'm surprised
Megan,
he can see the car.
Megan's popped in. One of our marketing and media team. She's popped in and said, "Wayne is racing?" Question mark! Exclamation mark!
Well, I think what she means is, I think that's because she's not from the UK, is she? I think she's asking a question: is Wayne racing, or
Well, this is the thing.
is he going to put his foot down, or is he just going to keep weaving around on the sausage curbs?
You've got to wonder, haven't you? Really?
Ed,
What?
I might be about to overtake someone.
I kind of feel
Close.
we need-
Look how close I am, and I decided to let him keep the place because I'm not getting in the way of somebody's dreams.
Right, so
That's the
I'm not.
kind
I
of
was about
person
to
I am.
zoom in on you, but I assume I'm not now. So right,
Ed,
okay.
I'm right behind him. I'm still right behind him.
What I was going to say is, well, I've got it set to focus on crashes now, so it'll pretty soon jump to you.
Well, I'm not getting involved in that. I'm just going to stay out of the way, be nice. His car's nicer than mine as well. I don't know what colour you're seeing, but I'm seeing pink, and it looks cool.
Yes, yeah, it does look very, very cool.
Reminds me of the old pink and gold drift Nissans. He's
Nice.
definitely quicker than me on the straights, but I don't think that's the car. I think that's the driver.
Yeah,
Going to yield and admit.
the joy of text or anything in the written word, of course, is how you read it, isn't it? So with a
Yes.
question mark and an exclamation mark, is that Wayne is racing, or is it Wayne is racing, or is it
alert?
or is it Wayne
Right,
is
this corner is
Wayne
faster
is
than
racing.
I think it is. I think that's a 4th gear corner. I was right. Might have even been a top of 4th gear corner and less panic. Actually, this one I can't get. This last tight hairpin. I think it is a 1st gear, but it could just be me again because I'm not very good.
Yeah, possibly and probably. We're just
What's my
jumping
lap
between
times?
cars
Ed? How
at
am
the
I doing?
moment. Let's have a look. Let's see where everyone stands. Actually, let's take a
It's about
moment.
that time, isn't it? Get
Yeah,
to me at
I
the
think
end.
it is.
Don't
I
rush.
think it
Don't
is.
rush
So-
to do my lap time.
Well, you'll be pleased to know it looks like you're actually ahead. Stephen Gills, he's in 16th. You're currently in 15th.
Nice.
Yeah, you're 49 seconds off. So, yeah.
Now all that needs to happen is that sabotaging of everyone else's internet that I was planning on doing. Ed, I've overtaken someone else. That needs to happen, and then I'll
what?
get into single-figure positions, won't I?
Yeah, it's not showing that you've overtaken anyone, I'm afraid.
Well, give it time. Unless he's hiding next to me, I've overtook him.
Oh, okay then. Okay. Well, there's no surprise. I mean, we've got. Oh, who was that? What's wrong with
How
this
long do
thing?
we have, by the
We
way?
have exciting stuff, and this just disappears. It's like, no, I'm not going to show you that. Let's show you other stuff.
Oh, gravel.
Jack, I'm pretty sure that was Jack going for a little bit of
I
a
went for a
feed-in.
dig then in the sand. I really don't know how to do these tight corners. If somebody knows in the chat, can you tell Ed and then he can tell me?
What? How to do corners? Right.
I did say
If anyone
hairpins.
knows how to turn a corner in a car, can you please tell Wayne in the chat and I'll relay it to him. So yeah, send us your best. You said that's a good one. I like that. Send us your best answers. How should Wayne try and turn a corner in a car?
Yeah. Actually, there's at least about 6 people here who could all be my active crew chiefs. This could just be a personal development session for me on iRacing.
All right. Yeah, I like that. We'll go
I
with
feel
that.
like there's probably more entertaining stuff going on up front, though. What's Lewis doing? How close is he?
He's finished.
Oh, good. Right,
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah.
iRacing. He's completed it. He completed
He's got the
iRacing.
T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's some grass.
Yeah.
Drive on the grass.
We said, what position do you think you're going to come today? And he just went, yes, iRacing.
Yes. Now then, you'll be pleased to know, because I'm such a nice guy,
Just been
I've let
passed.
both those cars overtake me. Lewis is 56 seconds behind me, so by my calculations, he should lap me on the next flap.
By my calculations, he'll probably be on you about now. Let's go.
These two actually are having quite a good battle, so this would be quite nice when you do watch my screen back, because I'm recording mine for you to add in later on when we do upload it.
Lovely.
These guys actually are having quite a nice little battle, Jack and Stephen. They've both been off, they've both been back on. They're both quicker than me, so I'm just profiteering off their competitiveness, really.
Right.
Literally waiting for them to make a mistake and then sneaking in and not getting involved in it as best I can. But still, I don't know how much fuel I've got. Probably not enough.
We've got. So Sean said how to do corners at least 80 mile per hour at Spoon Corner.
Ah, you see now. Oh, he's a good driver. He's a good driver, actually. Stephen. He went onto the grass there and actually turned out of the way for me. So
well, we're just taking a watch. We're currently taking a watch of and Lewis as well has got the NMA logo. Guys, this is fantastic. I'm so chuffed to see the logo on so many cars. It's brilliant.
We should have the NMA logo on everybody's car. We should all just have the one awesome livery.
I think so. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to. I was going to say tomorrow, but actually we're prepping for testing.
Unrealistic.
Yeah. I'm going to put that NMA logo, because we've got some of them spare back at the yard, on the little MR2 race car. I think that needs to
Excellent.
happen. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. So yeah, we've just been watching.
How's
Lewis.
Kieran doing?
Kieran is currently. Bear with me. I will zoom on. Let's have a look what he's doing. Oh, we'll even find him. There we go. Kieran, our race director. He is doing all right, actually. He's currently in 10th. 100. We've got another 150 mile an hour going through 130R.
Excellent. I'll give that a go.
Oh, I've just picked up where I said a little while ago about what was fake. So Vecchi put fake, and I asked him what was fake. He's put the button. The button is fake, as in the traction control button.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I would hope so, because I don't like it at all. No. In fact, I think in a lot of instances it's more interfering than it is helpful.
Yeah. Now, on that subject then, let's delve a bit deeper into racing, driving and all the rest of it. So traction control, you're against.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about ABS? Which is essentially...
I've had it and not had it, and the amount of times I've needed to have it, I think I could do without it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what annoys me with ABS is when you're on a normal road, if you're braking hard, or even not so hard, but and there's a manhole cover,
Yeah.
and the ABS kicks in, and it's kind of like, no, you didn't need to do that. That used to actually quite annoy me.
Mm.
Like, I didn't see the point of it, you know. It would be a nice option to be able to switch off. Obviously, the Supra doesn't have ABS. Do you know that? Didn't have it from the factory.
Oh, really?
Yep,
I
yep,
did not know that.
yep. Most of them came with ABS, the majority, but yeah, there are a few came no ABS.
Really?
Factory option. Yep, yep.
Mm.
So
I
there we
think
go.
this might be a fifth gear corner. It is. Fifth gear corner. There we go. I'm learning. I'm learning, Ed.
Well done.
This is still a first gear corner, though.
I mean,
Just so you all know, Lewis has knocked 25 seconds off me since the last time I spoke. So that
wow.
gives you an indication of what good versus bad is like. And I'm
Yeah.
quite sure you all know which is which.
We got a message from Ben. He said, uh, Ben, one of our guys, doing fantastically. We must say,
Very much so,
an
yeah.
absolute prime example of how you can, within no time at all, make something of yourself in the industry.
Mm.
Yeah, no, real credit to the academy.
And a heck of a nice guy as well.
Definitely, yeah, yeah. All credit to you, mate. So the only problem now, of course, is runs out of time to come and join us in the events.
Yeah, but I
He's
think
too busy.
the good thing about that is that exactly. If
Yeah,
you're too busy to do it, I think we can live with that.
I think we
That's
can
what it's
say
all
that was
about, isn't
mission
it?
accomplished. Yeah, he is coming along.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was everyone getting on the course on the events this year was a bit tight. We were so overwhelmed with applications. Yeah, it's just been a one. Everyone that we've been able to has got one event, which is a shame because you'd love to have people along to more.
Well, we'd have everybody along if we could, wouldn't we? It's a really nice environment.
Definitely, definitely. It's and I'm looking forward to it. Of course, season's about to get kicked off again, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, you've
It's
been all over the Evora, haven't you, getting that ready?
well for I don't know, the first time in well, a little while now, we've actually been ahead of the curve. Um, not to anyone's detriment of anything else. It's just been circumstances, hasn't it? But
Yeah, been lucky.
yeah, we're actually ahead of the curve. The truck is even already packed and ready to go, which
And very shiny, I must say, as well.
it's
It's looking good, Ed.
thanks, thank you very much. We me and Jay put some serious work into getting it polished up and looking nice. And I've got to say, I'm never going to complain about doing any polishing on my car again after going over the whole truck. That was
Yeah,
just painful, very painful. But yeah, so let's have a quick look. So Ben's put famous announcer trademarks. Crofty, it's light out and away we go. Murray, go, go, go. Bruce Buffer, he's put it's time. Michael Buffer, let's get ready to rumble. And oh, brilliant, Ed Sarling. Whoa, who was that? Love it.
Excellent.
Thanks, mate. I love it. Yeah. And of course, the I don't know his name, the American that used to do NASCAR was Boogity Boogity Boogity. Let's go racing. And if you haven't heard the song that someone's put the prayer, the NASCAR prayer to, it's worth looking up on YouTube. The NASCAR prayer, Boogity Boogity song. It's just brilliant. I think you were in stitches when I showed you that last year, weren't you? You and Kieran. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Right, where are we? What else we got to do?
Well,
You're
I'm
welcome, mate.
13 seconds ahead of Lewis
Nice
now.
one.
Yeah, as I was reminiscing over YouTube videos you showed me in the past, what in my head I wanted to say, who on earth knows how to take this corner? The answer wasn't me, obviously, and by the time I got in the gravel, it was too late. So, but again, remember everybody, this is just so that everybody else feels better about their abilities. Obviously, this is not my best drive I've ever done. I'm usually a professional at the front, as you can see. The talent is just brimming out of my performance tonight. It's hard to hold it back.
Hyper Sim Racing and RC. Evening, guys. Good evening. How you doing this evening? Ben said the NASCAR Netflix show was great. I loved it.
Yes, it was.
It's so unapologetically American.
Yes,
I love it.
And so it should be.
We're still part way through because with my other half being a fully fledged petrol head as well. These kind of shows and stuff I have to, we watch together. Which is great in a lot of senses. In the other sense, it means the fact that, oh, come on, keep on the track there. I think that was James taking an off again.
He came out of the pits somehow, so I don't know how. He must be super speedy. He went in the pits and came back out, and I only just managed to catch him up.
I think it is. I'm actually struggling with his livery because it's
it's Jack Jordan, not James.
Jack
Jordan. Yeah.
So where's his? I can't see. I haven't got his livery.
Oh, he's
for
pink.
some reason. Yeah, he is pink, but I haven't got his livery.
He's a cool pink
on my
car.
list.
Oh, that's a real gravel trap.
Hang
Yes.
on. I haven't got his livery on.
There you
my
go.
list.
If you want some action, Ed, check out. I've just reset the foundations for that corner I went round, and Lewis is coming past now.
Yeah,
so I'm
we're
just
just
gonna let him
watching
go.
it now. He's just So
I don't
is
want to be
right
the reason
pedal,
that he has to put two hands back on the wheel.
The pedal on the right.
Oh yeah, okay, right. Well, that could have been where I've been going wrong. No, I've been doing that.
You've got
bit.
big feet. Are you catching the brake at the same time, maybe? Oh, look,
No,
that's
no.
a bit.
Oh, look, that's what happens when I look down. But can we just have a moment for I didn't end up in the wall there?
Well, we're actually gonna go back and find you because we missed it.
It was that good.
It was that good. We're gonna go back and do a replay quickly.
Yeah. If I don't get the Tokyo Drift music over that, then I'll be disappointed. That was almost as good as Jay in the Evora at SNET.
It was pretty good, actually. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll give you that one. That's not bad.
So I'm lost on GT racing. It should be a drift sim racing league.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Right. It said the telly said something at me then. I don't know what it was. Something about gaps.
Of course, we didn't even think about that, did we? There we are chatting about NASCAR and everything else, and we have a true, fully fledged NASCAR-onian in the chat right now. All we've got is a message that says, USA, USA, USA.
Excellent. That's what we want.
Come on, who is it? You know who it is. It's a member of our team.
A member of our team?
Oh, I'm sorry, Megan. That is so embarrassing.
Oh, well, I thought it was Megan. Oh, big spin. There we go. You see, I just biding my time, like a cat with mice.
See,
action on the squiggly's head.
I think we need to. Everyone else has just been too good. Let's watch you go for a spin.
I didn't go for a spin. I'm good.
Who span?
I'm still going.
Who span?
Jack, I think it was. Oh, Harry's close. Harry, if you can hear me, if you've got the thing on, go past me. I'm letting you by. Look at that. For gentlemanly. I saw his hand come out and he said thank you and everything.
Really?
I don't think it was a thank you.
Jack is super quick. He's. Oh yeah. Oh. Right. Come on. We need some adjudication here. In Megan said,
because I just saw the one car.
Yeah. No. I think we need a little look at that. Let's just get some opinions in the chat. What do we reckon? What's going on here? So
Go on, play it. I'll drive and watch. In. Ooh, no, pink car closed the gap.
Jack
Jordan was ahead, wasn't he? It's like a racing incident.
He closed it. He was, yeah. Oh.
He was ahead, wasn't he?
But he does pull in. He does close the gap. Look.
He does. Yeah, don't leave him with anywhere to go. Yeah, all right. Let's blame him.
Jack, come on, and then goes.
I'd usually spend more time considering it, but I'm otherwise engaged.
To be fair, what I would say is it's not like he made any time out of that.
No.
I think
Why,
he
did I
served
overtake
his
two
punishment.
Did they both? Did they both crash out or not?
No. The other car, which was, I think it was Ollie Wayne, I believe, was.
Okay.
He got through actually okay. So
Noah must be panicking now because he's just behind me as we get to the difficult squiggly bits. Don't worry, Noah. I'm going to get out of the way for you. Look, I'm on the grass. You're welcome.
Technical? Squiggly bits?
Well, he couldn't hear me anyway. Yeah.
Right, okay, cool.
It is when this is the first time I've seen the track, Ed.
I've just seen a message. It says the evac ship is here, Ed, for democracy. Speak soon, mate. Enjoy the race. Cheers, Ash. Thanks, Becky Tubb. Thanks, Ash, for dropping in and joining us. And no doubt I'll be joining you at some point to destroy some bugs on Helldivers.
Look how kind I am. That was another car. It must be at least 6 cars I've let by now. I haven't hindered anybody's race. Nobody's upset.
Oh, brilliant. Hypersim Racing has put, I'll share the link in the group to see if more will join. That would be brilliant. Thank you very much.
Oh, brilliant.
That would be good. Let's get some more people in. Anthony. Anthony's put it was aggressive. 2 Americans. Of course, I totally forgot. Yeah, Anthony. He said he wanted to join the racing this year, but he'll try again next year because West Coast US to here is a little bit of a trek. So yeah, I can fully understand.
I thought he meant the sim racing, Anthony. Obviously, by my performance, nobody needs to do any practice. You just jump on and get going.
Yeah. I think it may have, who was it? I think it was Duarte earlier was saying that he'd love to join, but doesn't have the right license for it.
Well, he let rookies in tonight. He had a student who. That's why I'm here, because he wanted. I wasn't going to come in because it's only for if you're out a rookie, but because we opened up to rookie as well. Yeah. This is really just a trial to see whether I can talk and drive, and not have a seizure or anything at the same time for a start, but also not getting anybody's way. So
yeah, you are doing better than I thought. I've got to say. I got to say, yeah. And Anthony has said, start swerving, Wayne. Make it interesting.
Yeah, well, have you not noticed I keep asking where Kieran is?
Oh.
Have you ever seen a Ford GT the width of a racing track?
I don't know. Have you ever seen a pink slip on Monday? No, not pink slip. Hang on, that's cars, isn't it? P45, that was the one I meant.
Yeah. It's work related, this. I'm not doing anything wrong. Strategics.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Definitely. Do you want to go back to a conversation we were having before, or do you want to do like a revamp of who's where?
Well, it depends. We've been having many conversations, so I have no idea which one you mean. So,
well, I was having a chat over the weekend with Anna, actually, and it was about cars and how I ended up seduced into a 350Z in the first place. But it harks back to what you were saying about how that gent that took a GTR out and just drove it straight back.
Yeah.
So the short history of it is my white Silvia that I had was having engine work at the time, and I was without a performance car, let's say. I've always had a daily something and a performance car. Mainly because performance cars sometimes don't perform, do they? And this was one of those times. So I'd been past this garage time after time, probably for about 3 or 4 months, and seen this car. And little did I know, they'd been trying to sell this. It was a dealership that was closing down. They were trying to sell the car. They'd sent it to the auctions, and nobody bit at it. But obviously the salesman must have clocked onto the fact that I was quite keen on this car, because weekly I would go and just drool over it, really, and just walk around it and think, oh, well, maybe one day, sort of thing. Yeah. So I turned up about 2:30 one afternoon. I'd been at college, actually, so that gives you an idea how long ago it was. And I'm stood at the back of the car, and all of a sudden the lights flash.
Okay.
So, all right, what's going on here? Turn round. And the guy's walking towards me with a set of plates and the keys. And he just said, have it back by 5. So I was like, okay. Bit taken aback. I was like, oh, fair enough. There we go, Daniel. Oh, I was with Daniel today, actually. Was I? I think I was. He did say see me later. He literally just didn't drove past me. So the conduit here is the GTR story, and it not really floating the boat of your friend.
Right.
I got into the 350Z after being in the Silvia, which obviously is generationally predecessor, really.
Yeah.
Different chassis and everything, but it's a different era of car. And I immediately felt like I was at home.
Yeah.
I jumped in that car and I drove to the first set of traffic lights, and I knew already that I wasn't going to be walking away from this car. And
Wow.
I think that's why, obviously, I kept my 350 for 10 years, because it always had that feeling. And that, again, nicely conduits to why I've ended up with the car that I do have, which is the Mustang, because when I get in it, that's the feeling I get. I get in it and I sit there and I think, the dash looks nice. I can tell I'm in something different. I don't even have to start it up, and it just feels like I'm somewhere nice.
Yeah.
And that's what it, like we were saying, that's what it comes down to, isn't it? It's how it makes you feel, the car. If you're buying a car where you're spending your own money and it's something you want to enjoy, it's even less about how it looks to some extent, because we all know I'm not traditionally a Ford guy either.
No.
But the Mustang has sold me and converted me. I even caught myself looking at Mondeo diesels. I'll deny.
Well,
that.
anyway, guys, it was nice having Wayne along. I mean,
yeah,
we did enjoy him, but I think it's time for him to leave now. Where's the mute button on his mic? Because clearly he's
the
got
Volvo's
nothing
going
interesting
nowhere.
to say.
It's completely irrelevant because my car will never die.
You back it up with "Don't worry, the Volvo's going nowhere." I'm just not sure what to.
Because
I mean, I love the
know
Volvo,
full well how good my Volvo is.
The Volvo's very good, but then actually the Volvo is just a Focus.
That's actually a completely inaccurate fallacy, because the S60 came out before the Focus, so there's that. Also, don't you even dare call my engine an Ecotech or anything like that, because whatever you say, Volvo owned the engine. The white block is Volvo. Just because Ford put a fancy badge on the top doesn't mean that it became something else. That is an R engine through and through, and the 233,000 miles on my wagon can attest to that and its reliability. Which is interesting, really, because it's the one that's renowned for cracking its cylinder liners. See how I just got out of the way of that person? Oh, that was Kieran. Oh, you see, look, and now I've gone in the gravel and everything. Still dodged the wall. But
well done.
See, that's how you don't get fired, everybody. You don't crash into your boss.
Don't crash into your boss. Top tips
here.
Now,
I didn't even know he was there, did I? So that's...
Now, we often get asked, don't we? We often get questions asked of, any tips, any suggestions on how to get into motorsport and how can I get a job within motorsport.
That's a quick
There's
way out
Wayne's top tip of the day. Don't crash into your boss.
Yeah, in any way, shape or form.
Yeah, I think that's one that needs writing
I think
down.
I could hear his laughter, as he came round, because he isn't on the chat, is he? So he's fully immersed in racing and will have just seen a big. I'm surprised he didn't pit maneuver me, to be fair.
I'm really surprised. It would be
only to save his own car, isn't it? Yeah. What position's he in then?
Let's have a look. Let's do some position. Oh, someone was at the side then. Who was that? Who's at the side?
I need to decide when I go in for fuel, because I'm getting low. Oh, I've got about 5 laps of fuel left. My crew chief just told me.
Everyone looks on. You've got what? 5 laps?
5 laps. He just told me. I'll trust him. Seems like a genuine guy, and he's clearly got nothing to gain by being my crew chief. Well, so he's here. He's here for the honesty.
I've just noticed Ollie Wayne is actually in the pits with a front end missing.
Right. So that's that big bump from earlier, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So we're already getting some issues coming about.
Ed, I have to say, I'm actually quite enjoying driving and commentary. As a pair. Yeah.
Well, it's clearly working. You can speak right English words.
I can, yes.
Yeah.
The speech is strong with this one.
Excellent. Good news. Duarte said he's going to train for the next race. Brilliant.
Oh, excellent.
Driver, that's what we want.
We can go through my training for this one if you want. I ate tea, which was pesto pasta with bacon, at about 5:27.
Okay.
Then came up and faffed to get the computer to work, and at around about 5 to 6 had my first go on this track ever.
Fantastic. Not bad. And
I've only had a few offs, so
yeah.
I think there's a drift corner here as well, Ed, if I got on it close enough. Yeah, to be honest, like I was saying before, this car, I know Kieran said getting straight in a GT3 is a bit ambitious, but this car does seem to handle. I can lean on this car in the corners, whereas like the MX-5s and things like that, I don't think they take my horrendous driving style straight out the box. So I am quite happy with this car. So that's two Fords now that I can vouch for, show my appreciation for.
Yep.
I also like the Ford Puma. That was a good car in the days gone by. I liked that as a car.
Yeah.
Got scared quite a lot in one of those.
Okay.
A quick thing. And everybody loves the Series 1, Series 2 RS Turbo, don't they? I don't think you... Doesn't matter what your feelings are towards cars. Everybody loves those. They are the 90s personified, aren't they?
I have a funny story about one of them. I say funny. It's not hilarious, you know.
I can't remember how many laps I'd done when it said I had 5 laps.
So basically, I remember in about 2000, a guy who lived opposite me had a beautiful white, it's the original colour, the white with the blue up the side, fading out, RS Turbo, Series 1. It was pristine. Yeah. And I remember I came home one evening from work and he'd got, he changed it for an RS 2000 Escort, the Mark... Were they Mark 6, 5?
Mark 6.
6, yeah, they were the roundy.
No, I think it was a 5, wasn't it?
They stopped doing it for the
2000. Yeah, because it became a GT I, didn't it?
Yes, that's
and lost all of its, even more of all of its performance.
Lost everything, yeah. So, basically.
I was just looking down. That's a bad thing.
Yeah,
if you want to see some drifting, though, feel free to replay that because it was.
Is it good?
I only lost 3-4 seconds. So that's okay.
Let's go.
How many times can I go off track before it kicks me off?
So I came home and he's got an RS 2000, and I remember saying to, "Where are you going there?"
Many places.
Take a moment to enjoy this.
Narnia.
You don't even turn; you just drive onto the ground. Oh, I've got to say though,
I think that was a bit of a glitch. I did well.
That's nicely held, actually.
Yeah.
How many drift
points? I've been learning is don't destroy them. Well, since I am the adjudicator, 11.
Well, I don't think it's right for you to drift point yourself. I think it's for everyone else.
Put it out to the chat. Put it out to the audience. They can decide.
All right, then. How many drift points?
Remember, some of you have assignments that are due for marking. Just saying.
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh.
Well, so would my marking be.
So, what's Wayne's setup? What is your setup, Wayne?
Completely out of the box. Same as me. Out of the box, fresh as a daisy.
No, you're
Let's
off.
Get going.
You're off your box. There's a difference.
Yeah. I was, yeah.
So you've got what have you
All
got?
The frogs are out of the box, I think.
I think so. You've got pedals. Have you got a proper seat? Or
right. So no, I'm on an IKEA. I can't remember the name, but it's the one with the wooden sides and it bounces. So it's a bit like having my own. What have I got? 2-axis G sensor, but it's manually operated, old school, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Thrustmaster wheel combined with Logitech pedals, which have a better feel on the brake. The brake's you can really lean on the brake. Where the Thrustmaster ones, you have to sort of. I remember when I got the pedal set off Kieran, actually. He had them at his, and we ended up with a piece of Samco hose taped behind the pedal to get a little bit more feel in the pedal. So these are the Logitech ones actually are really good. So as a starter kit, this I would say is perfect. Force feedback on the wheel isn't as aggressive as a direct drive or anything like that, but it's sufficient enough. And the pedals are really nice. I like the pedals. I haven't got an issue with them at all. I think with that and the fact that the wheel's got vibration in it, you do feel a lot of the dynamics of what's occurring. That's not to say I wouldn't like an all singing, all dancing 6-axis tilt me around Sega Rally style setup, but I also have 2 kids, so I'm not getting one, am I? That's the top and bottom of that.
Well, there you go, Ben. You know, you should have known asking Wayne it wasn't going to be a simple answer.
I only do story. Form response, I'm afraid. Yeah.
No, it was brilliant. It's built a picture, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. You see, that's.
I feel like I might need to get some fuel, but I don't know. I've got 1.9 gallons. Oh, it says I've got 2 laps left. I'm obviously just breathing on my throttle, aren't I?
Yeah, clearly. Right, I'm going to just
I think
interject for a
Daniel's
moment.
taking pity on me. I think he's taking pity on me and saying, "Why don't you follow my line and maybe you'll improve?"
Let's have a look at some times in a moment. I'm just going to interject though quickly because in the chat group, in the live chat on YouTube, Elvis has asked about placements, and how you go about just ways of getting jobs in motorsport.
Mm.
And I
Do you know where I
was
found
only.
today? Actually,
Go on then.
I have something to add to it. No, you carry on, but I have somewhere to add. Just ask me after.
Oh, okay. I was only messaging someone earlier about this, and I always say the best way is to go along to events, and as bad in some ways it sounds like, don't go high to start with. So don't think you're going to walk into a job in Formula One or WRC or anything. Get in there and get the experience first. There's a lot of grassroots teams, and me and you, Wayne, we've chatted a lot about these smaller teams that we really commend. We know how hard it is to go racing, how expensive it is, and they will be willing for any help they can get a lot of the time. And it's go along, chat to these teams, offer your help, just to start getting that experience behind you. You may well end up finding, you're doing it voluntarily at first, but if you're good and if you get on with everyone, then that can lead to other things. The other thing is when you're in the pits, when you're wandering about, you're likely to chat to other teams as well, and you'll find yourself being offered more work off the back of that, potentially, just by somebody you'll be chatting to, and they'll say, well, are you up to anything next weekend? I could really use a hand. Yesterday, funny enough, I was over with Fensport. Great guys down there. They're running a Yaris, which we need to talk more about at some point, because
Is that GR Yaris?
It is the GI Yaris, and the work they've done to it. He was taking me through the whole thing, and it's just stunning. It really.
I'm going to go for a pit, I think. Go on,
really is. You go for it. It really is stunning, this thing, and the amount of work they've done to it. They had a big engine failure last year, and they've just rebuilt it, getting ready for their season start as well. But yeah, it's that thing. It's small teams. Go and chat to them. Go down to events like drift events, barrel sprints. Even GT Cup's a good one, isn't it? Because you can wander about the pits and chat to people.
I'm going to give you a controversial input for that. I think if you want a real enjoyable low pressure experience, you need to try the 2CV Championship.
That's not controversial at all, because I agree with you.
It's brilliant. It's a great series, a real family environment. Take your kids along, everything. It's brilliant. I really am an advocate for that. I've got a history with 2CVs that are familial links.
Yeah.
But they're great people.
Bluey.
We've good old Bluey. We've made contact with 2 or 3 different teams now over the years, and it's been really good. We've got a nice relationship with them. Ed, how long's left in the race, mate?
Let's have a look. And like Ben's put C1s. Yeah, he did the.
Yeah. Well, they raced together. There's 2 CVs and the C1s.
44 minutes have gone.
So I've only got 15 minutes.
Where did that go? Do you know?
Right, I've got new tyres and I don't know how much fuel I've got, but let's see how we go. I might be coming in for some more fuel.
It's funny, isn't it? All these years, my mum's mocked me for just rattling on and being able to talk and talk and talk. And look how it's serving to benefit of keeping the show rolling with you, just talking nonsense.
Yeah.
Hey, talking about nonsense, let's come to that in a moment, because that is car related. But
okay.
Yeah,
I had a bit to add to your jobs position.
That's why I thought I'd come back to it. I don't feel that's a serious thing, and I don't think we've finished with that yet. So go on. What have you got to add?
Well, so we always. I've been disqualified. I don't know why.
What? What happened?
No, I've probably been off track. I think you can only go off track so many times. So I think. What does it say?
You've gone.
You'll have to look to see.
We can't even see you.
What did I do? Do you know what I did? I sped out of the pits.
Did you?
Do you know what? That's a real That's a real shame because I was really getting into that and doing well. Gutted. Oh well, never mind. As you can see, there's no ego here. That's
No,
me getting too excited for getting back out on the track. Unsafe. Oh, I need to move my finger across. Let me have a look there.
you just
I can't
vanish.
believe I've missed out on 23rd place. Gutted.
And the worst thing is,
Um,
there's only 15 minutes left. You had a quarter left. That's
after
all you
all that
had.
time. Oh well, never
Oh,
mind. It was enjoyable, but now obviously I can fully dedicate myself to talking to you.
yeah. Why not?
Disqualified for unsafe pit exit,
Yeah.
not serving back flag, speeding in the pits, and too many incident points. To be honest, I think they're just making
Well
that out to
done.
be more than it was. They could have just said you were a bit dangerous. I didn't run into anybody, to be fair. I think that last bit, the incident points, is just because I didn't slow down for the black flag.
You know what they did, don't you? They did
They're
that. They
trying
did
to
that
hinder
thing.
my performance, aren't they?
They did that thing where they saw you up in. They were watching you go around and just going,
He's getting
he's
quicker.
too slow. He's a danger
No!
on the track. We need to find a reason to flag him. We need to find a way
Get
to
out.
get him
Well, we all know I
off.
can get out the car in 7 seconds, so it's not going to be that.
Oh, very good. Oh, I'm waiting for a sudden comment to pop in now about jumping out of cars super quick.
Yeah, I won.
I have a question. Duarte has put. I have a question. We like
I've
questions.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what's. Oh, you're in there. Let's see.
Oh, back to the work. Yeah, back to the work things because that's what we were on, wasn't it? The main thing that I've discovered today. We always mention obviously Russell at Racestats because we have a good relationship with him.
We do.
We've dealt with him for a long time, and he does have everything. If you have a specialism, he's probably got something waiting for you, which is really good. That's what he does.
Can I
He
interject
finds people for places and things. Yeah, sure.
just quickly, because I know this is one of his things as well. What he really likes the best is people that go along with a focus in mind and say, I want to get into this. And that's another point, being quite specific and saying, I want to get into this, because wandering along and just saying, I want to get into something, it's too vague. Like, what do I give you, kind of thing from there.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's definitely a point, if you ever approach anyone like that, know where you want to go, what you want to be doing, and try and give some, even if you're not 100%, just try and narrow it down a bit. These are the areas I like. I'd like something in this. Sorry, I just wanted to add that in. So yeah.
No, you're right, and that's it. It all links together because really, what we're saying there is, don't turn up to your dream job having not gone and had a try at it in something lower level, something accessible. You said at the beginning, don't turn up at F1 and expect to wander straight into the pits and be given a lead mechanic role. But that isn't to say that there aren't a lot of transferable skills that you'll pick up in everyday accessible racing and motorsport. So if you can get involved at any level, you're going to get an idea of what you do and you don't like. And that's what you then take forward to people like Russell, so he can help you make the jump into what you want to do. And we did. I remember one earlier this year. We had a student who'd joined specifically because they wanted to do one specialism, got the opportunity to do the one specialism, found out they hated it, and decided that that wasn't what they were going to do at all. So that's a little bit of a shame. But obviously, the beauty of having gone through the motions and found that early in your career, that's not a bad thing. There's never any mistakes. You're always heading towards what you want to do in the end, aren't you? So
definitely,
there's always time. Especially they've just put the retirement age up to 71, I believe. So everybody's got time.
I also find that with the course as well, and I'm sure you've seen it many times where people start the beginning of the course, and I'm just plucking one out here, but I want to be an aerodynamicist, I want to do aerodynamics, I want to do all of that, and then work through the course and also play with the software, and then go, actually it's not for me, I prefer engines, or I prefer data.
I've never heard that ever, Ed. I don't know why you chose that one.
Well, I don't want to say that to you because I don't want to offend you.
Well,
no,
I
it works.
wish I didn't have so many dissertations then.
yeah, I've got to say there are a lot coming through on Aero, aren't they? It's very telling.
Aero,
but
yeah.
it was
It's
just plucked out of the blue there as just because it's you I'm chatting to. But it's across the board. My point is, backing up what you say, it's not just at the track, it's not just going out and doing the job, even doing the course and learning the things about it, people change their minds about what they want, and I think it's a great way to sort of discover what you do and don't like, and what you do and don't want to do, because you've got to love your job as much as you can.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So to close that one down, because I've been disqualified now, so I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Race Cars Direct. I went on there earlier today, just
That's
to look
dangerous.
at what sort of
For
things were around
for
there.
anyone
Again,
that
we
doesn't
already
know,
established.
for anyone that
I've
doesn't know, don't go to that website. It's dangerous. It will make you want stuff. Yeah, and you haven't got £500,000.
No, if you've got children, don't worry, because you've already allotted all of your finances to them.
I
I'm
have
all
no
right. I can go on there. I'm
I
safe.
have no children, and I still can't go on there. I wish I did have children, because then I could sell them to maybe buy. No, hang on. Oh,
And that's
public
why you don't have
broadcast.
children.
Whoops. Don't want to get caught with that again. Right. Anyway.
Probably, yeah. So,
Yeah.
But as I was going through the website, I spotted that there is a team race positions on there. Now, I don't know how new that is or not, but it was the first time I'd stumbled upon it, so I thought that's worth mentioning now that people are asking. So that could be worth a look, because you can buy a race car and maybe put an advert up for a team to run it.
Brilliant.
So
sounds good.
There you go.
Yeah, that is it's a real window shopping experience.
It's Auto Trader for people with big purses, isn't it?
Oh, very much so. Yeah. I want to go racing. Where's a car? That's where you go to buy race cars. So yeah, anyone that hasn't seen it before, Race Cars Direct, well worth a gander. Just to pretend that you've got millions of pounds. You know.
So what have I missed in the comments? Was there any, oh my God, Wayne's driving is amazing, I can't believe he's been disqualified?
Everyone flooded the comments with that. I deleted them, that's why you can't see them now. But yeah, everyone said that. They all said why it was unfair of Wayne. So there you go.
I know.
Yeah.
Disgraceful. Well,
yeah.
There we go. So how long is actually left of the race, Ed?
That's a good question, actually, because we've been rabbiting on. And I haven't even got to discuss Fuzzy Brush.
Interesting. There is 10 minutes left. Let's have a roundup of positions then.
No, there are 7.5 minutes left. Oh,
so when they disqualified me, they kicked me out as well, did they? For how long's left?
Seems you're not. Yeah, I think you need to be watching the shared screen. Yeah, we're at 52:40 now. So let's have a quick check. Well, without looking,
I've got count down. You've got count up. That's odd.
Oh yeah, Lewis is going to be at the top. We know that.
Yeah.
So
am I.
He's only a second ahead of Harry, though. Harry's doing very well.
I was going to say, is Harry behind him? That's good, right?
Yeah, only and only it's under 0.6 behind that is Noah, doing very well there. Then again, very close. They are actually all very close. We've got Jack, Kieran, Charles all on 201s. Alexandros on 202. Hang on a minute. No, ignore me. I'm looking at qualifying. Brilliant. Well done. That's clever,
I can take over whenever you want.
Right now, probably is the best option. Right. Yeah.
I've got Lewis is fastest lap, which is 1:59, followed by Harry Tiller 2 minutes 1, and Norman Manette with a 2:01 as well. So they've got 0.8 of a second-ish between them. But fourth place isn't out. Fourth place is in the 2:01s as well. This is fastest laps I'm talking about at the minute.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are on the track at the moment, because I'm playing with these overlays and I can't find the one I had last time.
Yeah, I'm sort of having trouble. I've been playing with overlays as well, and it hasn't really worked. But never mind.
This is what happens when you give us the opportunity to tinker around with things, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. So,
Let me see.
What have you got as Lewis Edwards' best lap?
1:59.994.
Me too. Then Harry?
Okay. 2:01.032.
Yeah, so we're seeing the same stuff. So let's see, Wayne Gator, your best was 2:12. That's not bad, is it?
That's a
good,
4-second improvement on the first time I've been on the track. I'm going to own that. I'm quite happy with that.
You should. I am impressed. I'm impressed with that. That is good, mate. Well done. Who... what have we got? We need to put Lewis in a GT4 car.
Yeah, and that'd be fair, yeah.
And Sean has put, oh my God, Wayne drove amazingly. How did he get disqualified?
Who's put what?
Sean has put, oh my God, Wayne drove amazingly. How did he get disqualified?
Sean knows what it's about, mate.
Sean
I've no
knows.
idea, Sean. I was doing so well. I only drove on the grass a few times, and it was only on the bits that needed trimming. I thought I was doing them a favour.
Just to go back and
What
address.
I think
Oh, go
what
on.
actually happened was because I got all eager on the way out the pits and hoofed it because I thought I was going to get in the way of another car. I get the unsafe pit exit, but then because I get that and then I carry on driving, I didn't serve my black flag. The speeding in the pits is third in my list of reasons I was disqualified, but I think that was the start of the problem. And I think the too many incident points is at the bottom because it has confused itself with how many wrong things I did all in one exit of a pit. So it might even just throw me back in and go, oh, sorry, no, you weren't, you didn't need to get disqualified. Crack on. Sorry.
You can but hope. You can but hope.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not my luck, unfortunately, but I can live with it. I can live with it.
So
It's fine.
I'm just Rallycross Mustang. Yes. We need some of that. Right. Just to go back quickly, Duarte has said.
Oh, I can give you the gaps if you want. I have got the gaps.
Well,
I
should we
just realised?
just very quickly? Let's just because yeah, Duarte's asked. Being Portuguese, never worked in the UK. Do you have any work tips? So, tips or experience and everything, life lessons. Curious here because in the future I'd love to work in the UK. Yeah, pretty much. If you didn't quite catch it about 10 minutes ago, we ran through quite a few tips. And one thing I forgot to mention, I'm sure you'll agree here, Wayne, is get on with people. Have a good
Oh
attitude.
yeah, be a nice person.
Be
Yeah,
a
that
nice
always
person.
helps.
It's amazing how much further that goes than skill sometimes.
Yeah,
If you've got,
yeah,
as it is though, if you're a nice person, you get on with. You've got to spend, days at a time in close confines with the people you're working with. So just being, getting on with them counts for a lot. So yeah, that's definitely my
don't
top
always
tip.
be right as well. Be happy to have the discussion and yield
Oh,
sometimes. That's
hundred
another good one.
percent, 100%. Yeah, be
Don't die
prepared.
on your sword.
It's
Yeah.
one thing we've definitely both do when we're in the wrong or we get proved wrong or whatever. It's just be prepared to stand back and go, yeah, do you know what, I was wrong on that, or yeah, I mucked that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say because the time when you are trying to defend yourself, if you're quite quick to admit when you're in the wrong or you've done something wrong, that time when it looks like you are and you're actually not, it will, it will benefit you because people are more inclined to believe you. That's something I've just always brought through from work, but little personal sort of thoughts on that. So
No, definitely. I've got another one about positions and racing and things like that, and it's a giving back one. As you were saying, Ed, a lot of the time when you start out, if you've not done any, it's a case of going along and trying to get your foot in the door. But there's a really good door that you can walk straight into, and it's at every single track, and that is marshalling.
yes, yeah, a lot of people come through marshalling, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. You're at the track and you're mixing with the teams. There's progression in that route in itself, from marshals to scrutineering and things like that. So you can turn out clerk of the course and things like that. So there's progressionary routes trackside in that respect. But it's a nice way to get into it because you're providing the service that everybody needs in order for racing to continue as well. So I wouldn't dismiss that as an option.
Definitely.
In fact, I advise that one quite often.
Yeah, definitely. Ben's suddenly gone very controversial towards me without realising it. With 1 minute left.
He's entirely correct, though. Ben, you're correct. A high five the next time I see you. And Ed won't agree. But
Nando's is just chicken with a sauce and chips.
Yeah, and it's
don't get
amazing.
it. I don't
That's
know.
the thing.
But you can
know
have
when
it
they
at
say
home.
if something's good, don't mess with it. Well, that's Nando's. Chicken, chips, sauce. Perfect. Don't mess with it.
I can go and do that in my kitchen right now.
I do.
Well, then why
I
do
didn't
you
say
need
you
to go
have to
to
buy it from a
Nando's?
shop. Well, I don't have to. I just buy the sauce and make it at home.
Exactly.
We went over the fact I have kids, don't we?
Exactly. And that's my issue with Nando's. I don't get it.
You need to go and get it, and then you'll understand.
I did, which is when I formed my opinion. 3, 2, 1, time up. There we go. That was a race. Well, we've chatted nonsense for another hour. That was brilliant.
And we should probably also emphasise that this live stream was not sponsored by Nando's. Unless they're giving out free black cards, because I've heard they're really cool.
And all right, well, here we go then. Here we go. If of the now 8 people, because there were 11 of the now 8 people that are still listening,
they've tuned out because you've offended them all,
one of
saying
them
that
is
Nando's isn't nice.
Convince me otherwise and send me free stuff. Oh, what was that? Oh, cook-off.
NMA cook-off.
I wonder. I only saw it from a distance. I glanced. Yeah, NMA cook-off. Ed versus Nando's. I'm up for that. Totally.
Brilliant. Ben, if you're talking to me about Nando's, because you're obviously not talking to Ed, do you remember the Mozam wrap that they did? Kieran will have just had a shudder then, because we discovered those one year and they did them as a limited. It was like a black garlic sauce Nando's wrap, and that was amazing. Oh, macho peas, peri chips, half chicken hot. I quite like the wing roulette, you know. I like a bit of see what I get.
A friend of mine bought Nando's stuff like that, whatever it is, the chicken and the chips and stuff and the sauce. Then
Nando's.
Then he bought a Domino's, and then he put it all inside, rolled it up, and made a Domino's Nando giant wrap.
Excellent. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's efficient. That's engineering at its finest.
If it's not Fino Pitta, I don't want to know.
Excellent.
While sipping your glass of Chardonnay.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well done, Sean. Put us all in our place there.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Love it. Love it.
So this is where we would normally say buy, like, and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. I'm only saying it because I like to get it in. But that is it, isn't it? Hey, I did 29 laps, the same as you, Ed. Well done.
Did
you? Come across my screen there. Yeah.
How did
Apparently
I do
you
29
did 29 laps. Or it might be we were behind by 29 laps.
Well, no,
me because of the disqualification.
Ah, right. Well, looking at it now, one thing I will say, just looking at it, you didn't finish last. Jack Jordan, yeah, I think he must have crashed out possibly. 8 laps before you. I didn't realise. So
really?
That was a shame. Yeah.
Well, do you know what we could do now? Is we could go back and find that, and you can find my leaving of the pits as well.
We did,
and see what on earth I did.
We did.
Oh, did you at the time?
Yeah, right. We watched it at the time. Yeah.
Did I look particularly unsafe?
Okay.
Like I wasn't serving a black flag. Like I was speeding in the pits. And did I look like I had too many incident points? I thought I did very well.
Let's have. Everything is great from there apart from livers. Livers. Wow.
Livers. Fegatini. We'll jump to Italian food now. Fegatini is an amazing starter dish. Chicken livers. Love it.
Okay. So let's see if we can. This may not be lap 8. So where
I hope
did
I haven't just offended Italy by saying that wrong as well. I think that's how you say it.
We've got some cars leaving.
So what am I looking at now? Because I'm looking at Race Labs and I'm in the race still, just watching our car going round. But I don't really need to do that, do I? I could close that and just come into the team's view, really.
Well, that would be better, and you'd actually see what's going on sort of at the time. But I've gone in to try and. So I think we're right at the beginning here. Yeah.
Hang on. I'll just rage quit out of the. I'll just rage quit out of the race because I got disqualified. There we go. Now I can just hear you, Ed.
Okay.
It's all gone tranquil now.
Here we go.
Even better,
right.
On my screen, I get my recording of my my iRacing themed background.
Good evening.
That you've seen.
Good evening, Andy Miles. Andy Miles has dropped in. Good evening.
Good evening.
Very polite. Yeah.
Missed all the action.
All of it. All of it. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. So it was lap 18. I
do like the livery, though. I liked that livery.
It was great livery.
Was I naughty on the way in or out? Because I was sure I was staying under the... On the way out, I think it said.
You need to soften. What are you doing? What's your car doing?
Don't worry, that's just because it's super low race car.
You need to soften your suspension.
Ed, My car is hovering, and you're talking about suspension. I think it was a glitch in the game. Well, ultimately, where I was going, I didn't need
You
roads.
didn't need roads. You didn't need racetrack because you were disqualified.
Excellent, excellent. Right, so what did I do wrong then?
Let's see. Are you leaving now? Right, here you go.
I don't know at this point. I was still discussing how many laps are left.
Yeah.
So if I cross the line too early, that's going to get me in trouble. I
I
don't think I really did anything too bad there.
on.
It might be
There
this.
you go.
There. Yeah, I was supposed to come out at the blue. There's a perfect example of how to get yourself out of the race after slugging away for 44 minutes.
Yeah, look at that.
Getting
right
in the way of a
front.
Lamborghini.
Because as they say treat the white line. I mean, you should have come out on the blue for one there. But they also say treat this white line as a solid wall, don't they? And you just go kaboom straight through it. So
yeah, but look at the teeth on my car. I'm supposed to be aggressive. Got a big angry face. Yeah, I enjoyed that though. 45 minutes, my first time doing racing on iRacing in a GT3.
I think you did well.
And streaming and talking, and sometimes even looking at the other screen to see what was going on.
I think
enjoyed that.
You did very well. You did very well.
Better than we thought.
Stood there. Yeah. No, you did very well. There's always good action when Ed's in the room. I like it. Never sure what kind of action, but there's always some kind. Do you know? And I never mentioned fuzzy brush.
I don't know what it is. Right. Hang on, wait. We've got some interesting information here before you go into a sideways story. The island of Madeira or Azores is a great place to go on vacation. That's good information. I'll save that one.
Love it. What's a vacation?
It is nice. Yeah, I know. There is that. Turning into the holiday channel now. I like it.
Yeah. Well, why not? I mean, the track's done. It's people are starting to leave, and I never got to ask about fuzzy brush.
Right, go on. You've mentioned this 4 times now. You've been
I thought
the stage is yours.
I wrote a few points down of things that I thought over the past month, and I thought, I must mention that. And one of them being fuzzy brush, right? Sorry, I've just had a message in privately that definitely can't be repeated.
Jack here. Don't bother trying to find a big crash. I missed a drive-through and got disqualified. Jack, you and me both, mate.
No, mate, that was terrible.
Yeah, I'm also distraught because we were having a right good time at the back. Very much enjoyed that.
I've got to say,
it was nice to have somebody to try to follow.
I was going to say, you two actually were the most entertaining. Of all the stuff to watch, you two were the best. So, in my eyes, you two are the winners.
We were doing it. We were doing it for everybody.
You were keeping it alive.
Team effort, exactly. That's it.
Yeah,
we're the real team NMA. If 100%. One gets disqualified, the other gets disqualified as well.
Yeah. I'll never leave your side. So yeah, I made some notes on things in case and I know this was stupid because in case we ran out of things to chat about, which is ridiculous.
That was never going to happen.
It's not, is it? Let's face it. We've just spent a few days in close company anyway, and we've still got nonsense that we can chat about. So, yeah, definitely.
That's what being in our age bracket gets for us, isn't it? And we either forget it and repeat it, or we've enough years to regale information that we've recently remembered.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's probably what happens, isn't it? You chat for an hour, you've only had a 10-minute conversation, you've just repeated it 5 times. So
yeah. Jack, just in the chat there, never driven the GT cars before. I thought they handled really well. That's what I was saying in the when I was actually driving. That's the first proper car I've driven as well, of the higher tier stuff. I like the Formula V's. The Mazdas take some getting used to getting them to rotate, but they're quite nice as well. But that's about as far as I've been with iRacing this time round, which is probably about 4 years since the last time I did it. But that I thought was a really good car. I like that Ford. I would rate that Ford. That's two now that I would own. One I don't think I'll be able to afford though, unfortunately. Right, Ed,
Yeah.
Fuzzy Duck, tell us. Is it Fuzzy Duck? No, that's a different game, isn't it? Fuzzy, what was it? Fuzzy Crocodile Clips.
Fuzzy
Whatever it
Brush.
was.
Fuzzy Brush, right.
There
I
we
want to
go.
know, genuinely, I want to know. Anyone out? Right, I mean, the racing's finished. We're just rambling now, so like, don't feel obliged to
hang
stick
on.
around.
My boss is ringing me.
Well, we're still busy.
It's all right. Just mute me. I'll mute my mic and I'll be back in a minute once I know
He's muted. Great. So I've got right. I'm going to discuss this point. Last week when I was driving, I stopped in the services late at night. It was actually coming back from Wayne's, where we were doing some work together, and I saw the fuzzy brush, which is the little plastic brush with the fuzzy bits that you always get in the dispenser. You put however much it is, £2. Yeah.
back, and I've brought the boss with me.
Oh,
I'm on loudspeaker.
right. I'm going to hold that thought.
Can you hear us now, Kieran? Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear Ed though? Say something, Edward.
Hello, boss. How are you doing? Your racing was amazing. You are the god of race cars.
Brilliant. You should come in the teams and then you can chat.
That would be good. Jump in the teams, and yeah, we'll actually be able to hear you, and we'll have a little wind down with Kieran as well. Then,
and you can tell me how good it was driving round me. Yeah. Can you hear Ed though?
This is we can't really hear him.
Your racing was amazing.
Oh no! Oh God, what's he done?
I'm here and I'm very sweaty.
Brilliant. You should come in the teams and then you can chat.
That would be good. Jump in.
Right.
Jump in the teams.
I'm in teams now.
Somebody needs to mute it. Who's
no, you're on the delay.
Who's playing back there? That's awful.
I'm in teams now,
there
guys.
Nice one. Let me stop sharing, and hopefully, right. Anyway, so welcome along, Kieran, director of Motorsport.
Yes, I thought I'd just jump in because it was an interesting race. I don't know if you noticed, but I had no gears when we were all gridded. I had to leave, fix them. By the time I went to go back in, I'd missed the start, so I had to start from pit lane.
Oh, really?
So I was last. Yeah, you were like 20 seconds ahead of me when I came out of pit lane.
That wouldn't have taken long to rectify, I don't think.
I'm pretty happy, actually. I managed to, I don't know how I finished fifth. And I don't know
That's
how.
all right. That'll do. I got disqualified.
Oh, no, Wayne's
of
first
course,
race.
you didn't know that, did you?
Yeah.
It has probably come up on the screen saying Wayne's been disqualified, but I wasn't reading it. Because I had, was it Charles Ante? He was really breathing down my neck and putting pressure on me after the pit stop. I must have jumped him in the pit stop with the fuel. But then he disappeared on the last lap. So I don't know if he'd not fueled enough and had to go in the pits. He was like 0.7 behind me and then just disappeared. So I'm looking forward to the replay, guys, and listen to your
it was really good.
Conversations throughout your commentary.
Yeah. I was surprised I managed to do as much as I did, actually. The disqualification was my error in just not being... As we know, I haven't done much iRacing, so schoolboy errors in the pit lane. I got like 4 different warnings of over the line, too fast, not serving a black flag, and then I think that just took me over. How many incident points can you actually have?
17 for a drive-through, and then 21 disqualifies you. I think I got 7 in this one. My tyres were done by the end of the race.
I definitely had that many at least.
But it was good. It was a good laugh. The guys seem to enjoy it again. So I know they're all chatting on Discord at the minute.
Well,
so I just thought I'd pop in and say,
Lewis has actually joined us here in YouTube chat, so you can say hi to him directly there.
Cool.
Oh yeah, there
congratulate him. Congratulate him on another win.
And he's have we told him about his penalty points for next round then?
Well, I don't know. Well, you just have clearly.
GT4 at Le Mans, he says. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
he's driving a GT4.
Yeah.
But still beat me.
I thought it was in the rules. So if someone wins the first 3 rounds, then they automatically start with a GT4 and a 50-second delay.
Okay.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Yeah.
Oh, he's just said GT4 at Le Mans. Sure, win money.
Yeah. He shaved. He shaved. How long was it off my? I think within 2 laps, he'd taken about 30 seconds off me when he was chasing me.
I'm not fast by any stretch of the imagination, and you were a rolling roadblock.
I'm like, hey, I did my best to get out your way. I was going to put it sideways and see if you could really get past a wall, but you snuck up too quick.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get off now and have something to eat. I'm a bit sweaty after that, so
delightful.
Well done to Lewis again, and I'll watch the stream when it goes. Hopefully,
this live
stream gets.
You can
go.
Go...
Oh, can I just watch it back once?
Right now, you can go and watch it right back now. So, in fact, you can say goodbye right now to future you or hello when you're watching it back.
Actually. Yeah, if I watch all however long it is, 2 hours of this to see myself say hello, I'm not that sad.
You can skip to the end.
Yeah. See, Wayne knows.
Yeah, we've already done the Back to the Future bit anyway.
Yeah, floating cars. So
right,
there we go.
All right then, guys. Well, another good one. I enjoyed it.
Excellent. Well done. A great drive. Yep.
You know, and a few more people in. It seemed to be was about 14, 15 people, a bit more. It's starting to pick up.
I seem to remember about that many passing me. Yeah.
Well, we've got a couple more people that are going to get prepped as well. They've said for the next event, so that'll be good.
I don't think it's a bad thing that the rookies were allowed in, because I had a really good run with 2. Who was the other one? As a Jack, and who was the other driver at the back with me? But the 3 of us.
Jack Finney, he's fast.
Floated around at the back.
Another Jack, maybe a different
Jack. Yeah.
If it was Jack Finney, he was just overtaking you, Wayne. You were just in the way.
It was that quick. It seemed like he was always with me. No, It was good. So you'd probably, from a viewer's perspective, you'd probably get a fast group and a slower group. So it'd be quite nice.
Yeah,
definitely.
Maybe.
So Ed can be in next time.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I'll stick. You know me. I'll stick to building cars. I'm fine with that. That's where my heart lies. I'll throw engines about. That'll do me.
So am I. But that was that. I don't care what place I came in. That was fun. That was good fun. Trying to talk as well. Just a couple
Steve
of, like, 3
Gills,
or 4 times.
Steve Gills has just said on YouTube was me.
Yes, there we go. There we go.
go.
We had a good time at the back, but obviously I've recorded my screen, so some of it will be our little tussles and drives and things like that.
Can't wait to see them.
It was good.
Definitely. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll let you.
I
get
hope
off.
everybody saved the replays. By the way, if everyone saved the replays, because I think I'm going to put in a protest against Lewis.
Well, really?
Before you disappear.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Before you disappear.
And if he's not saved his replay and can't prove that he didn't do what I say, he's automatically guilty, isn't he?
Well, Lewis broke the rules from the beginning.
He did.
It's controversial here.
He did.
And I'm hoping he's still listening.
He might have gone.
Hi, Ollie. Ollie's just joined in. It's great. Everyone's joining in now. This is brilliant. Everyone's dropping in the chat. This is really nice.
Right, well, I'm going to shoot and see you all at the next one, which we're going to change slightly from the rules. I put it in Discord before. It was 2 hours at Le Mans. We're thinking of doing 2.4 hours at Le Mans and speed up the time so it goes through a full day, night, day transition.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
that has to be.
That sounds like the sort of thing I should definitely do on my second time on iRacing. Yeah, brilliant.
I think you should. Yeah, you've been on Le Mans. I've seen you race there.
I have. Yes.
Well, Le Mans is one track I can actually say I have driven in real life most of it, but obviously
so
only
Ed
when it was
on as well.
Only when it was
Ed, you and me at the back
as a
tussle around.
Only when it was open as the road track, of course. But yeah, love that track. You guys know one of my favourite circuits. Great times, many great times.
Petite Le Mans. 2.4 hours. Watch the space.
Ollie, you can't use that excuse. That was mine. You have to come up with a different book, different page of the driver's excuse book.
You can't all share it. Move on to chapter 2.
Yeah, go on to the more constructive excuses. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Right. Well, we'll let you disappear then, Kieran. We'll wrap it up here in a moment after you've gone and go and get dry. So great racing.
Cheers, guys.
Good time.
All right.
Cheers then.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I guess the story of the fuzzy brush, I started it and got interjected. We'll have to wait for
started so you No, finish it.
Do you want to know it?
There's
It's
more.
really boring.
There's more people in the chat now than there was when we were
earlier.
racing.
Right. Well, I want to know.
Everybody is here for your fuzzy brush story.
It's very quick. When you go into the services and you go into the toilets, there's always that little dispenser on the wall. You know what I'm on about now, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Who's ever bought a fuzzy brush?
Me.
Have you?
Yeah.
So have I.
Yeah, I was driving. It was when I was young, actually. Was I 18 or 19? I was driving to France, Euro Disney, in an E30 BMW, and I got one on the way back.
Wow. There we go. That's really bizarre because it's one of those things you think, who actually buys that? And already we've got 100% of the people on this broadcast right now. So there we go. That's how they've still got them on the walls and they're still selling them because people actually do buy them.
Yeah, you and me.
Yeah.
Ollie's making rule recommendations there, I can see. Only he should be allowed the Merc at Le Mans because he's the one that stuck with it.
I like that. Yeah, you've stuck with it. Good for you. Now, this is something we've been sort of loosely discussing various points.
This isn't fair. They're coming on and using my excuses. Jack, you can't use it's your first time on iRacing. That's mine. All of the first page of the rule book, they're all mine. Think of more advanced ones.
My cat wandered around my feet and I couldn't press the pedals properly.
Exactly.
Because of course, as we know, ever since online racing came about, there was obviously an expansion to the a second version of the racing drivers excuses book because there are a whole new raft of options when you're racing in an armchair at home.
It's very true. I literally am in an armchair.
I spilt my beer, which was only previously available for NASCAR drivers.
Right. Well, we've managed to drag that out an extra 25 minutes more than it was advertised for. That was like an encore at a concert, wasn't it? We've done an extra set.
To be fair, we also did the thing at the start of the concert when everyone's looking around going, "Where's the band?" And we just kept it hanging on, didn't we? We're a bit late to the party due to technical little issues. So
yeah. As first years of running this, though, I think we're doing okay so far.
We're doing all right. I'm getting the crack.
We turned up. We turned up. That's what matters.
Indeed, we came, we saw, we talked nonsense.
We did.
Yeah, yeah. And you managed it while driving, and I managed it while driving a sim overlay and OBS stuff.
Yes.
So yeah,
exactly.
Fantastic. Right, well,
it's to have a sip when you're on the main straight. Brilliant. Okay, need to write these down for the actual guidance for future races.
Oh, glad you enjoyed it, Ben. We'll be in the next one, which is, I believe, the 16th of April is the next event. Just before
simulated 24 hours.
Yeah, yes, simulated 24 hours. Just before we head off to a real Donington for our first official round of the GT Cup.
Yeah.
So, which would be good. We'll hopefully tomorrow. This time tomorrow, I'll be kicking back in the truck at Donington in the cab, relaxing as we've got our first test day on Thursday. So that'll be good. We'll try and update the socials with that if we can. See how it goes. All being well, that'll be good.
Excellent.
Yeah. And you're along Thursday morning, aren't you?
Yep. Thursday we're coming along. Yeah, we'll join you, and let's hope it goes as well as it did for me tonight on here.
Yeah, or better.
or ideally better.
Yeah, ideally better. Yeah, thanks very much, Ben. Much appreciated. Wish us good luck.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, Megan's looking forward to it by the sound of it. Hypersim's looking forward to hopefully join us next time, which would be cool. So, happy days. Right, well, thanks everyone who came in, went, stuck around, whatever you did, raced. It was brilliant, wasn't it, Wayne? It was a good one. We've had fun.
Yes, it was excellent. I really enjoyed the extra level of getting in and having a play with the other cars as well. So thank you, and apologies to anybody I got in the way of.
Yeah. And I've got a little... do you know, hang on a minute. I'm trying to read the chats and there's a thing in the way here. See you at Le Mans, guys. Thanks again. Off to go and prepare my final presentation.
Oh, brilliant.
Excellent.
That's dedication.
It is.
That's it. You've loosened up, limbered up now with some racing.
Got into
Time
the race
to go and do
mood.
some education.
Definitely. Edumacation time. Yeah. Excellent.
Excellent. Brilliant.
Right.
We
Thanks,
just need
everyone.
to say like and subscribe, don't we, Ed? Like and subscribe.
I'm not saying
like
it.
And
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I refuse
well, that can be
to
my
do it.
line.
You can do
That
that.
can be
I
my
refuse
line.
to do it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. No, not going to do it.
Excellent. Your new device is very impressive, Ed, compared to your last one. Your audio's been amazing tonight.
Fantastic. That's good. Yeah, when I listened to the last one back and it sounded like I was chatting to you down the phone, I thought I need to do something about this. So yeah, purchased an actual mic. So I feel almost like I'm pretending to be professional now.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
You look professional from here, yeah. You've got a mic in front of you. It's amazing.
Thanks, mate.
And one ear out so you can hear approaching people. Excellent.
Well, no, that's because actually I've got the other ear connected to check on YouTube to make sure the audio's at an okay level every now and then. So, yeah.
Oh, and we haven't just been talking for 2.5 hours for no reason.
For no reason, yeah, that's it. Brilliant. See you there. Yeah, Ed, can you go mark my assignment submitted today? Yeah, sure. I'll
Just
go.
put that. Where was
Jack
that?
Jack Finn. Fantastic.
It's just dropped in now, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I want to crack on. Can you go and mark it right now?
I love it. Awesome. See, and he's buttered me up with the previous comment. Awesome stream, guys. Bring on next round. Thanks very much. No, I appreciate that because we are just trying to fumble our way through and make this somewhat more than just cars going round a circuit. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's new to us, this. So
it is.
Bear with us.
It's all just a bit of fun
Nobody
for us.
swore again, so that's good.
We did really well.
Well, yeah. Nobody swore, so that's nice.
Yeah, definitely. Of course we didn't. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm off to. You've got your catchphrase as well. Yeah. Whoa! Who was that? There's a message dropped. It says you've got your catchphrase. Whoa! Who was that? Who sent that? Oh, it's Ben. Right. There you go. Love it. Wayne, what's Wayne's catchphrase? I've been disqualified.
No. I want the Tokyo Drift music over my manoeuvres.
No, you don't get to choose your
That
own.
should be a theme tune rather than an action statement.
Maybe I need to get that queued up ready. I think so. Next time, if anyone spins, I can just overlay and drop that straight in. What do you reckon?
I would fell them on because the Porsche curves catch me out a little bit there.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. And of course,
I'd have it ready.
Mulsanne, how many people are going to go off there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can be the first. Again, just so that nobody else feels bad.
Excellent.
More selfless actions.
We've now rattled on another 5 minutes. And this is what
Well,
happens. As we've said, this is what happens.
Yeah, the best bands have an encore and then another encore.
What's our excuse?
Not really. We ran. Neither of us know how to just cut it off.
We're the band. We're the band that everyone's waiting to go, and they just keep playing, and the owners are looking at their watches, going, "Are they going to finish? When are they going to wrap it up?" I swear, if we had a guy in the background, he'd be doing that twirly, wrap it up, twirly fingers.
Yeah, the hook around your head.
That's it. Yeah, pull us off stage. This is what happens when there's no one to control us, mate.
Yeah, Ben, you've lost 11, 12 of the people in this room with that comment. I know exactly who you mean. But I think you're about to send a few other people down a dark rabbit hole there.
Jack, awesome. Thanks very much, mate. That's too kind. Well, it's like we always say, though, behind the scenes we're mates as well, and it's like we were saying earlier about the racetrack. You have to get on with the people you go racing with because you're going to spend a lot of time with them, ultimately. So, it's good.
You do, yeah. First time, or one of the first times, is one of our best memories, isn't it? Hot chocolates at 2:30 in the morning, ratchet strapping and tie wrapping and a Mosler bag together.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, well, I remember that. Everyone else had slowly gone to bed, and it was, a case of, I think I said, I've just spotted some double cream in the cupboard, and I've got some hot chocolate in the van. And we cracked out the heat guns and decided to do some tyre licking with double cream hot chocolates to some happy hardcore.
That's the way to do it.
It certainly is, yeah. Great times. Right then, should we do it? Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's save some conversation for the next time.
Yeah, because we're going to run out.
Another month of it to forget and recharge.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was good. Really good.
Brilliant.
Thank you for the around about 15 people who came to watch live. That was really good. More interaction in there. Nice for the drivers to pop in at the end as well and have a chat there. That's good for
really good. I think
everybody to get involved.
If we can push that for next time, that'd be really nice to get everyone in at the end and just start chatting. It's brilliant. Happy days.
Jack Finn's about to comment and say, "No, seriously, mate, can you go and mark my?" He has as well.
He has. Oh no, hang on.
But no, he's not. He's not demanding you get off yet.
I thought it was going to for a moment. Yeah. Why have you not wrapped it up and gone and marked my work yet?
Yeah. Is it done yet?
Just been a mechanic many a night, crammed into vans and Arctics to sleep. Yeah, definitely it is. It is just a different.
Exactly that. Yeah.
A different game, really. And you get to make some great friendships for life, I think, at these events. It's brilliant. I know I certainly have.
So, 100%.
Yeah.
Right. Well, on that note, then I think that'll probably do us.
Definitely.
So we already did the like and subscribe bit, but yeah.
Not yet. Right. I'm going. I've got to go and mark.
Yeah.
I've got to go and mark some work. Right.
Excellent. Right. Until next time.
Until next time. Have a good one, everyone, and we'll see you again.
Yeah. Thanks again. See you.